Okay. Should be live. People in the chat, let me know how things are going. If anyone's in here. I think people should be here by now. I gave enough notice. Should probably tweet out that we're live. How's everyone doing? This chair is creakier than I would like it to be, but that's fine. Let's see, let's just tweet this out again. Copy link. And we are live. Is anyone in the chat? Not yet, doesn't seem like. Hopefully I am live. That would help. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. Got Hippoleon. How's it going? Okay, now here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Okay, it looks like it's working. Just gonna wave my hand. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so gonna be building today. Got this HG RX-78-2. It's the revive version, so that just means it's better, I guess. I actually really don't know the differences. But I know that this is the one that's cheap and shows up first on Amazon. So, hey, what are you gonna do? Alright. So I haven't actually opened this box yet, so I'm not entirely sure like what we're talking about in terms of how many runners and stickers and shit. But let's see. I'm just gonna put that on the floor. Okay, so we got our first one. This is a nice variety of colors, and actually I can see there's... Ooh, this is the first time I've seen actually a multi-color runner like that, where it's all joined together. I guess they have to make an exception for the RX because it is so colorful, all things considered. Got the beam saber parts there, and it's the little PC pieces. These are where the joints go into. People are saying it's their very first kit and it's a short build. I can see it. It's only 2 bags worth, so I was working on the full armor Gundam before, and I kind of had to shelf that for this live stream. So that one has a shit ton of different runners and stuff. Looks like we just got a few stickers, nothing too fancy. And just, yeah, we have... It really only seems to go up to runner C, which is pretty fantastic, all things considered. And then, of course, we got the manual. There were like 6 stickers and you only used 2. That's fair. I might color in some. I saw some stickers in that sheet that were just solid gray. I'll probably just color those in with Gundam marker. Got the manual. It's a little dark. I'll turn my light on. Maybe that'll help. Ow. I tripped. It's fine. Hopefully that gives a little more light to the room. So yeah. Gonna take a look at the manual. I ordered an action base for this one because I want to pose it with my Zaku too. Not too bad in terms of instructions. Really only goes up to like... There's really only 3 pages worth. This is pretty impressive. So I don't think we'll be here too long. At least relatively. I might not build the weapons and shit today. I might just do the actual full body. Depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. So let's start things off here. So, like, you should technically, like, wash your runners and shit, apparently, before you start building. I've never done that, because I'm lazy. So we're gonna start with runner A, it looks like. Which I'm pretty sure is the multicolor one. Nope, it's not. I'm full of shit. It's the black one. Or dark gray. Right? Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. No, that's runner C. So yeah, multicolor one is A. Yep. Okay, let's cut this out here. Our runner is these sheets of plastic parts. So, get these out. So, these are runners. The sheets where all the parts come in. Normally they're only one color, but I guess because, I don't know, maybe it was cheaper to do it this way, or they managed to figure out a way, or they just made an exception because it's a popular Gundam. This one is multicolored. Then of course there's another runner. These have the little beam saber parts that you connect onto the hilt of the beam sabers. Okay. I ordered new snippers for this video because my other ones were getting kind of dull. They lasted me a good while though, at least like 5 or 6 kits, which I'm sure is actually more than most people end up doing. So we're gonna need to snip out A6 and then A12. So let's fucking go in here, see if I can get a good ass shot of this. Oh jeez. Okay, no, it's not focusing in real well though. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can play around with this. Let's go to manual focus for a second. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm like doing this with my left hand. It's not going great. Okay. Okay, let's get that real. Let's get that nice and focused there. Okay. Okay, now watch this. I'll snip it. And we're gonna snip it. And then we're gonna... Oh, hands are getting shaky. Snip it, and it falls out. Now we got our part. See, there's a little flaky flake part right at the top. Might not be able to see it. There's a little bit sticking out. So we gotta sand that down with something. Some people use sandpaper, but if you don't paint after you use sandpaper, it leaves marks. So fuck it. We're gonna get the knife in there, a little hobby knife, and you just run it over as so. Technically, you should be going more slowly. I'm kind of rushing things to get things along here. And just kind of gently sand that down. I think my blade might be getting dull, or it's just a finicky nub. And just sand that down like so. And I still got a little excess there. I'm also like doing this in a very awkward angle to show off for the camera. There we go. And you can see it sanded down a bit more, so it's not as egregious. You can keep going at it. Rule of thumb is that you're supposed to do it until like you can run your finger across and it doesn't even feel like it's there anymore. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't even bother though. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I like my router a lot too. I'm gonna turn this back on autofocus. Yeah, we have the router, and then I have my copy of Uzumaki right there that I use to hide the lights from the router so my room isn't like matrix green in the middle of the night. Let's see, are there any other bad nubs on this piece I need to get down? Not too bad. Oh yeah, there's one at the bottom here. I think this is the waist piece. I have the manual right in my lap. I could look at it more. Should really keep my fingers out of the way of this blade here. Shit. Thank you, clown car crash. Pretty sure that's Lusty from Twitter. Is that how you pronounce that? I've never had to before. Oh no, this is the chest piece. Okay. Yeah, I think that's sanded down enough. I can always pull this together and then redo it. Where'd I put my snippers now? Okay. Gonna make another solid snip. 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 See? There we go. If you're an expert, you hold the piece so it doesn't fall onto the floor like a Neanderthal would do it. Ooh, that's a bad one, so we're gonna just whittle that away. Real gentle, like there's a little bit, so probably can't see it because the light source is real bad, and also this thing won't autofocus worth shit. But let's see if I can get this to focus in real quick on it. You can kind of see there that white mark, like right where my finger is. Sometimes the plastic that connects to the piece gets stressed, and it leaves like kind of like a white, warped shape a little bit. And it kind of sucks because you can't really get rid of it fully unless you paint. So that's kind of lame. My phone just almost slid under my rocking chair, which would have been miserable. It is in fact not a shoulder. These are the, this is the chest piece. I'm going to turn that back onto autofocus. Going to be a lot of camera finicky shit, probably. This is my first time. It took me a little bit to figure out how to use this camera as a webcam, by the way, because Canon doesn't keep their drivers and their website very up to date. So, like, I had to do the classic thing of, like, going on YouTube and finding some 12-year-old to explain to me how to do it, because the actual company couldn't very well. So that was nice. But, you know, I got set up now, so in case I ever want to do it for anything else, but I frankly don't think I'm going to have a lot of applications for this, but, you know. Okay, so now, next part. These runners are... Listen, it was on sale. There was no Pepsi. I had Pepsi, and then we ran out, but this is on sale. I'm frugal. So, these right here, these are like squishy. Like, you can bend them like this. These are PC parts. They're very politically correct now. They're kind of like these little squishy points. I actually don't know what PC is supposed to stand for, technically, but you use these for the joints. So, like, you see these a lot going into shoulders and knees and anywhere, like, it's supposed to bend, these parts go in. So it's not just plastic grinding on plastic. I'm sure that'd be bad. These things pop out really easy. Like, honestly, you could... I mean, technically, you're not even really... You don't even need these snippers if you don't want. I highly recommend them because, like, I wouldn't trust myself to break apart plastic with my own hands, but these Gundam kits are technically supposed to be able to work without that. I kind of cut a little too close on the edge there. It's a little uneven. You can't even see it. This thing is way too small, but cut a little close there, but it's fine. Should be fine. Polycaps, yeah, that's what they're supposed to be called. Alright, then we need to get PC4 and C35, and that's the other thing. So the part, you know which part to cut out, because each of them has a little... Hold on, gotta do this again. I'm gonna get better at this as I go, I can feel it. So, each of these different parts, I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera, has a little number flag. Like, you can see this little... Even if you can't see the number, this little square that's sticking out where my finger is, that's like a number. So that one's 13. So this is runner A13. So in the manual it'll say A12, A6, yada yada. That's how you know what part to cut out. Okay, let me switch this fucker back. I think I zoomed out accidentally, but it's fine. It's fine. I have my TV on. Honestly, my TV is on in my room almost all the fucking time, and I don't even really have the volume on ever. It's mostly on mute, or with the volume all the way down, and I just kind of like to have the noise, or not, well, I don't like to have the noise, but I like to have just something going on the screen. I don't like it when it's just blank. I have to face my own reflection, you know. Have you ever had extra PC pieces? My first kit Gundam Cross Divider, or X Divider, I had a lot of extra PC pieces. Yeah, I think they do that because, I don't know. I feel like these pieces in particular are ones you really don't want to miss out on, and also I feel like, I don't know, I have the general idea that these are probably cheaper to manufacture, so they just give you a shit ton of extra. But yeah, almost every kit I've built, there's a shit ton of leftover PC pieces, so. Hi, Mel. Yeah, reflections can be scary. I agree. C35. Okay, it's time to open up the second bake here. We're gonna push that cover back. Okay. These are my kitchen scissors. I like them. Except for the part where I forget to return them to the kitchen, and then I confuse my family. But, you know. Got a very tiny sticker sheet. You can see there's eyes, there's these little two gray parts, and then, like, a little crest emblem and a little red part, so we'll address those later. I usually put my stickers off to the side just so they don't fall. Actually, that's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close my fucking air vent in my room so no pieces fall in there, because when I was building Barbados, I snipped one, and it rebounded off of the air vent, and that would have been really bad. The Netflix Death Note is up. In fact, we talked about it on our latest podcast. That is going to be edited probably later today. Not up later today, but I'll edit it later today at least. Willem Dafoe was a great Ryuk, but also, like, they didn't use him, like, as much as they could have. What the fuck was I doing? C35, that's what I was doing. Okay, I'm just gonna put that down there. I by my feet, I just keep the other half of the Gunpla box, and I just put all the runners I'm not using in there for now. So yeah, generally these dark gray kits come with, like, the hands. You can kind of see those here, and then also the weapons. These are two halves of the beam bazooka and two halves of the beam rifle right there. Usually what these are for, and also a lot of the internal frame if they have one. So I'm looking for 35. There we go. Now these parts I don't give too much of a shit about, like, rubbing down. Rubbing down sounds awkward, but you get what I mean. Fuck, and it fell again. Just because you're not gonna really see them. They're just gonna be inside usually, or like just slightly poking out. Okay, and then I need PC4. So let's cut those out. Actually, just the one PC4. Maybe we'll use the other one later. Okay. Oh shit, fuck me, I skipped a step. So these PC parts are going to go into these little holes. I want to make sure I'm doing this the right way. Am I doing... oh yeah. I'm already skipping. Yeah, what the fuck am I up to? So, A12. That does not look like A12. I cut out the wrong piece. I think I might have. This is excellent. We're off to the greatest of starts. Yeah, I cut out A6 and A5, so fuck me. This is what I get for deciding to do this live stream. I start to just fucking spaghetti falls out of my pocket sort of thing. So, because I thought that picture looked weird. Shit, yeah, sometimes they don't snip great all the way. Oh, fuck. And that'll happen. Is the green cutting board required, or is it more to keep things off the desk? Sometimes I have had some, like, little nubs left over from the plastic that have been really hard to cut while holding in my fingers. So I've relied on the cutting board for that. You can see a little bit of, like, white residue and crap, too. That, yeah, I like to just have it just because, if I need to make, like, a harder cut where I'm actually laying something down, I do have it there. I think you could get away without it, but I think it's helpful if you can grab it. Let's see. Also, to the underside of this is black, but everyone keeps it on the green side, from what I can tell, just because it's easy to lose small dark colored pieces on the board then. Fuck. Someone wrote a really long thing, but I'm going to get started with assembling before I lose people's interest, which I've already done, let's be fair. So you can see there's a hollow piece, hollow part of this blue piece right here. So you just slide this in. There's little pegs that connect into a little slot in here. You just slide this fucker in. Assuming I'm doing it the right way. I am in fact doing it the right way. Jeez. Sometimes you gotta fiddle with it. There we go. And now we got a blue part with yellow vents. What's the deal with that? It's a little out of focus again, but you get the picture. You can see the yellow poking through there. You just slide it in like that. And now those PC2 parts are going to be put in. Got a little excited there earlier. Wasn't focusing. Oh, putting that in totally backwards. Yeah, these might not fit in exactly as I want them to for now, as I might need to wait just a little bit here to put on the back piece before I can fully set those in. Actually, let's see. How about this other one? Is this going to want to stick or no? Yeah, that one fits in a little better. I kind of cut this one down a little too much. Actually, let's do that. Going to try and flip these. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I cut one of these down a little too short on one side just because I was not paying as close of attention as I probably would be if I wasn't live streaming. So sometimes with pieces like these where there's like a back part coming in, you just kind of need to let it sit and not fuck around with it, or else stuff will just kind of fall out. Lewis says, the worst thing I've ever did with my first kit was forget to put a piece on a weapon. I started to think that the gun looked weird, and I looked at the box and felt so dumb. I realized that I threw away all the runners a couple days ago. Yeah, I keep all my runners. I just put everything back in the box, and then I put the box in my closet. I have a tower of boxes, actually, I'm looking at right now. A bunch of shit. And I got a few more coming in the mail. And then I think I'm going to call it quits for a little bit. Just because I think I'm going to be good on model kits for a while. So then what did I do? PC4 to C35, that's right. Okay, so this little flag goes up, and then this goes back. A little thing like that. Okay, now this little ball piece goes into this. Let's make sure I have this up the right side before I commit. Yep. There we go. Not entirely sure what this is for. It's like, I guess, part of the waist connector. Whoa, and shit's falling out because I played around with it too much. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, this part doesn't want to stay in super great. But that'll change when I put that backing in, like I said. Same with this. I gotta stop fucking around with this. Okay. A8 and then A5. A5 already. That's this. A8, let's look for that now. I'll put away that C plate, or runner. Okay, A8 is this red piece. Where did I put my fucking snippers again? There we go. That's one thing. It's kind of hard doing this with only having two hands. A lot of shit you're picking up and putting down. It's nice though. Once you get into the groove of it, it's like a nice trance-like quality that comes with it. It's very relaxing. It's a good way to spend a weekend, in my opinion. Gonna just sand down some of these parts with my knife. Okay. Oof. That's a rough one. But also there's part of it that also kind of sticks out. And I actually think this is a connecting bit. Yeah. Sometimes they connect the piece with a runner part that like is supposed to hinge into something else. I actually don't think that's going to be visible when it's done, so I'm not even going to bother with it too much. Let's see. So that was A8, that's right. Okay, yeah, so I was correct. A8 attaches to this like so. Where it's actually just going to hook in from here. Huh. Interesting. Gotta say, I feel like the other Gundam torsos I've built have been a little bit more complex than this. This is like simplistic to the point of like making me fear I'm doing something wrong. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. I really need to watch my fingers when I'm cutting these. Yeah, should be good enough. And this part goes up right. Then right onto the backing. That was simple enough. Oh, I don't feel like this is going in all the way. There we go. Hey, we got a torso. Woo. Torso. Let's manual focus this. Let's get this in here. Look at this torso. Look how beautiful it is. It's nice and red and has the vents and everything. We did it. First part of the Gundam is complete. Would have gone by faster if I wasn't fucking up and talking, but you know. Actually still got a little bit more of the torso. I forget that sometimes torso and waist kind of run together. Like this, they're not even calling it the waist, they're just saying body. A9. A9 is this big red piece, okay. Yeah, how's everyone's day going though? Mine's been going pretty chill. I mean, it's still early. Well, not really, it's afternoon now, but I didn't do a lot today. Let's see. You can see my knife's getting this red dust on it from the plastic. Let's see. Visiting home after first week at college. Oh, that's nice. Good luck with college. Meticulously working on something can be super relaxing. Love getting the seeds out of pomegranates for that reason. Long, messy process of cutting the fruit open, putting the dozens and dozens of seeds in water to get the white membrane off. But it's so worth eating the seeds after all that. Yeah, I can feel that. After how many kits hours of experience will I feel like Professor G assembling these kits? That's... You know, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, probably like 200, you know? I'd say a good solid 200 is an estimate. I think that's about as much as I'm gonna get with this one too. And sometimes it's nice just to use your thumb and flake off some of the excess plastic too. That is just residue. I'm fine with this. Okay. Oh, that does not seem correct. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. There's like a weird piece of plastic that I feel like they could have... Huh, I don't know. It's fine. They know what they're doing more than I do. Okay. A14 and PC1. Let's do PC1 just because we have this right here. Polycap 1. Alright. A14. Big yellow piece around the neck. I just keep the instruction manual in my lap when I'm doing these. Ooh, yeah, I feel like this blade might be getting a little bit duller than I'd like it to be, but after stream I can just... It's still doing its job, I just think it's at the end of its rope for a little bit. Luckily that beginner's kit I bought for getting started with this thing came with like 10 spare blades. I think this is the second one I'm using. Finicky nub. Yeah, it's better. This one's not too bad, but for the sake of getting that off there, let's do that. Ooh, yeah, when the light hits it, that one's real bad. You guys probably can't see it, but I can. Dude, I just bio that, says Xyleth. Let's see. Are those a pair of God Hands? No, these are just Tamiya side cutters. Actually, if you want, I literally got these in the mail this morning. Let me grab the packaging just so I can give you a proper name. I'll be 5 seconds. I'm literally rummaging through trash. It's these Tamiya side cutters for plastic. Yeah, it's nothing special. They're like, I want to say like 15 bucks on Amazon. I know God Hands are supposed to be really good, but I've never built with them. Lesty's asking what my history with Gundam is. So, when I was a kid, Gundam was on Toonami, and I thought it was kind of neat. Gundam Wing was a thing that I appreciated a lot, but I didn't really ever get into it as a child, just because it was a little... Even though it's not as political as other Gundam shit got, I think it was just a little over my head in terms of what it was trying to tackle and the stuff it was talking about war. It's a little bit slower than your traditional, like your Dragon Balls and your, other, like, crazy action shows going on at the time, so I never really got into it. But then G Gundam, on the other hand, when that came on Toonami, is nothing but stupid robots fighting, and I was way into that as a kid. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to orient this one piece. One Piece. I made a joke. I didn't. That was unintentional. But, yeah, I kind of forgot about Gundam for a little bit until later in life, where I was watching Sci-Fi back when they had the fucking Anime Mondays bullshit thing. Oh, this piece does not want to go in. Oh, fuck. And it's fallen. Let's see. I found it. And I caught an episode of Gundam 00 when that was airing, and it was a really cool episode that had a really well animated fight scene. And I was like, huh, yeah, I remember liking Gundam as a kid. Let me check this out. So I kind of watched a little bit of everything the older I got, and on and off I've just been poking at Gundam stuff all my life. So that's kind of the story there. Jesus Christ, this piece does not want to... Unless it isn't all the way and I'm just being a fucking idiot, but... Oh, no, I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I did this right. Oh well. It's just for the head, so... If something stupid happens, we'll know. C24, C36, and C36. Yeah, sometimes different parts will have the same number because they're literally just the same part but molded twice. Oh wait, this is the A plate, not the C plate. C plate's the stark gray one. Yeah, I use Uzumaki as a way of blocking my router lights, or modem lights. So my room isn't matrix green in the middle of the night. I also use it for keeping my door open when I have my windows open, so the breeze doesn't force it shut. Let's see, C24. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is part of the backpack. Sometimes people call runners sprues, and I'm not entirely sure where the, Actually, I think the sprues are referring to maybe the little pieces that connect the runners to the parts. Ooh, wow. Some of these... So, I guess partially this is just because this is one of the newer kits that I've built from what I can tell, and maybe it's because, you know, they engineer these for, like, beginners in mind, but, these... A lot of these, like, nub marks are coming off real nice compared to some of my other kits. Like, I was struggling earlier in the day with my, full armor Gundam with some of those nubs. They just did not want to go down. It's probably actually the most kind of rough kit I have in, terms of getting those off of there. There we go. I don't see any more nubs, so that should be fine. I'd probably be a little bit more meticulous if you guys weren't here, and I could just kind of chill out, listen to a podcast, and do this on my own, but I want to keep it entertaining for you guys, so, you know, sacrifices. I don't mind, though. It's fine. I don't have much of, like, a connection to the OG Gundam as is, just because, I mean, I like the original Gundam series a lot, but, I mean, the mech designs got a lot cooler as Gundam went on, I feel. What am I doing? I keep thinking this is the C plate for some fucking reason. C36, two little thrusters right here. I keep reversing my grip on these side cutters. These side cutters are a lot smaller than the one I got in the kit, and it's kind of fucking with me a little bit. I mean, they're still comfortable, but, like, normally these, like, extend way down more past my hand, and they just kind of nicely fit into my palm now, so... And to be fair, I do kind of have big hands, as far as I'm aware. People tell me I have big hands a lot. I don't know. I don't think it's really that true, but I humor people. There's a little slot right there where these connect into. Shit. There we go. Let's see. Fuck. I twisted this around too much. Oh, jeez. This is the easiest shit in the world. Why am I fucking up? There we go. Got a backpack with two thrusters now. That'll be good. I almost feel like I could move this lamp. If I turn this lamp on, is it gonna... Yeah, that's terrible. What's the starter series for most kids these days? I recommend 8th MS Team a lot. It's 08th space MS space team. It's about 13 episodes. It takes place at the same time in the same continuity as the original Gundam, but it's just a little bit more palatable. It's a good 90s OVA series. I'm going to actually maybe see if I can take this lamp. Ow. Fuck. I stepped on a old pair of headphone cases that I had. Here, let's see if I can maneuver my way around doing this. Just want to get some extra lighting in here if I can with this desk lamp. And I might have to move some shit around here. And put that right there. There we go. Let's see if this almost helps out the lighting situation just a little bit. Move my microphone so it's not in the way of the light anymore. Iron-Blooded Orphans is very divisive, it seems like. To be fair, I haven't finished the series, but I watched part of it, and I like it so far. I don't know, it's weird, man, because, like, I just kind of don't trust, like, hard... Oh, fuck, it fell. Oh, well, that's fine. Just stick them over there. He'll be fine. Someone says I should get the Barbados Rex kit you got in Japan, and it's pretty sick. I think I might... I think the more I watch of Iron-Blooded Orphans, the more kits I'll probably want from that show. I think that'd be cool. Let's see. Fuck, I lost out where I was going. Let me get this manual back in my lap. C-24. Oh, I put the thrusters on. C-36. Oh yeah, I got done with this. Okay, now it's time for the beam sabers. B9 and B8. Okay. So we're done with this again. Now we're going on to the White Runner, which I don't think we've used yet. A very colorful Gundam. Usually there's a lot of white. I also don't... So you probably can't see it. This is not like a pure white. Like, it's a kind of slightly off-white-ish gray. Let's see. What don't I trust? Oh, I think I was saying I don't trust most, like, modern, like, anime fanatic people opinions anymore, just because, like, I've kind of, over time, realized they, like, what people who are super into anime want out of anime and what I want out of anime are very separate concepts. Like, one thing I know a lot of people complain about with Iron-Blooded Orphans is that it's slow, but, like, while I think there's a case to be made for that from what I've seen so far, and to be fair, maybe it gets worse later on, it's slow just happens to also mean there isn't a fight every single episode, and hey, I honestly am super fine with that in my series. I don't need there to be fighting every single time. Let's see. Shit. B9. There we go. Got our little lightsaber here. I love how there are certain Gundam OVAs I know for sure just straight up steal sound effects for these beam sabers just straight out of, like, Return of the Jedi. It is absurd. I don't know how the fuck you get away with that, but hey. I mean, JoJo exists, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised with, like, international shit and, like, copyright anymore, but, you know. You got spoiled by a death in Iron-Blooded Orphans by watching a kid review. That sucks. Yeah, I think kit reviews are a place to not talk about story too much unless, like, proper warnings are given. Because that's really lame. Let's see. So I put this beam saber part in. I really hope that I don't need to disconnect this because it's on pretty snug if I want one of the beam effects parts in. No, it doesn't look like it, so these are good to go. So yeah, got our little beam saber peg. It's just a white cylinder with a little bump in it. We can put that right in the side there. Hey, there we go. Fits in real nice. Comes out pretty easy. At least it snapped in pretty well before. Oh yeah, it snaps in and then it kind of rotates around. Huh, that's neat. There we go. And then you just wobble it in and it... Oh, that's super cool. Like, it wobbles so you can kind of, like, play around with it and there's some articulation there. That's super cool. I dig that a lot, actually. I might actually keep one of these out and keep the other one in, because I think at the end of the day, I'm actually going to be using the beam saber for when I pose this kit with my Zaku 2. Let's see. There we go. You can hear a click when it snaps in, so that's neat. So yeah, I'll just put the one in for now, and then I'll build the other beam saber for actual use. Which kit am I building now? This is the RX-78-2 HG Revive kit. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay, I got the other lightsaber handle out. I know they're beam sabers, but, like, let's be real, they're supposed to be lightsabers. I still think it's fascinating that, like, the lightsaber wasn't a thing in science fiction until, like, Star Wars a little bit. Like, I'm sure that they have appeared in fiction prior, but, like, man, like, what a simple concept that I'm kind of shocked wasn't used that frequently. Even though, to be fair, it kind of doesn't make much sense from, like, a science perspective. It's fucking cool. Okay, so we're done with that part. Now we just need to build the head, and I mean, like, the limbs. So, there you go. Yeah, I got that Juji Ito book. It seems to be a very common thing y'all are appreciating. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a shit ton of Japanese in these instructions telling me to do something with these stickers that I cannot fathom. Let me look at those stickers again. So it's telling me something about sticker 2 and sticker 3 that I'm not exactly picking up on. So sticker 2 and sticker 3 are... Oh, I think they're like individual, like, eye pieces you could use if you want, but I don't think I will. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this manual is trying to tell me, but I think it's telling me that I have the option of either doing, like, these weird gray squares for the eyes or doing, like, just regular eye sticker. Yeah, I saw Avatar Tuner Volume 2 is coming out. I still follow Bento Books and stuff on Twitter. A1 and A3. I'll pick it up. I enjoyed Quantum Devil Saga 1 a lot, actually. I thought it was a fun little dive into one of my favorite JRPG universes. Let's see. Okay. And here's the worst part about the kits. I'm gonna have to put on a fucking sticker now, which ain't gonna be fun. Hate these things with a passion. Let's see. Fuck, okay. Let's take a good solid gander at this. Oh, so it's supposed to go on part A1, not A3. That would make more sense. Where is A1? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this like weird like greenish part is the eyes. Huh. So what exactly are these supposed to be like? Oh, I think I get it now. Huh. Oh well, I'll just use the regular sticker. Let's see. I think you have two different options because like you can use this like if you want more of this clear greenish part showing out, you can. It's way too small to see, but I'm just gonna go with the regular black and yellow eyes. So actually, let's see if I can do this on camera. Let's see. I'm going to put this back into manual focus. And let's see. I'm going to actually have to step away and probably go like right behind my camera. Okay. So y'all see this fucking thing, right? Let me... Okay. Should be getting more detailed any minute now. Or not. Might be a little too close. Yeah, you can see I got this little sticker, eye sticker in my hand. Then, very meticulously, gotta put it on. Just wrap that pupper around. Oh hey, I actually did pretty good, all things considered, given circumstances. And then just rub it on. And we got this. Look at it. It's beautiful. So this is the eyes. These are going to be our eyes. It's lovely. Okay. Enough of that nonsense. Switch that back to autofocus. That was one of two stickers you used. Evangelion kits are fun to build as well. I can dig that. When are you going to return to that transistor LP that only has one part so far? Actually, now that tracking guard's done, I kind of want to revisit that. I think it'll be a fun side thing to do while I wait to do other stuff. And also because I've had that footage recorded for well over a year now, and I just need to rewatch it and then go from there. I'll play Dissidia with you later tonight if you want. Talking to Zach in the chat. Oh, whoops, sorry, I shook the camera, but it's fine. Let's see. Dissidia open beta is well, not open beta, actually, it's super closed. You need a code and everything to get in. Someone provided me with one, though, so that was good. Thanks, Mochi, if you're listening to this. Appreciate it a lot. Where's that manual? It's right there. Okay. And what page was I on? A3 was what we just did. Along with A1. Now we need B25 and B20. Okay. So that's the backing for the helmet. Where's B25? There's B20. 24, B24, B25. There we go. Tinier than what I was looking for, but I mean, the heads are small on HGs, so don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Oops. There's that face mask. B25 and B20 was the other one I said I was looking for. And then B19, we might as well cut that out too. Even though we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. It just saves us time in the long run. B19. There we go. Put the face mask on. Should slide in just so. There we go. She should probably panel line that right away. Gundam versus open beta next weekend. Yeah, I'll probably play that too. Game's out in like a month, I think. I have it pre-ordered. And then B20. I'm gonna panel line this just before we move on. Ooh, that's messy. It's fine. So what erasers are for? There we go, that cleans up real nice. Could go with a little bit more paint on this side though. There we go. Just clean that up real nice and gently. Perfect. Got two little face vent markings there. Okay. Let's see. And then you put it back into B20, which I actually want to remove these marks from because they're real gross. Real gross. Oop, that one flying. Sometimes nub marks do that. I can't pronounce the word nub very well. I'm sorry. Didn't get the extra character for DDS2. That's a shame. That's a fun part of that game. But to be fair, don't feel too bad because a lot of people miss out on that, I feel. So that's pretty normal. Gives you an excuse to have something to look forward to when you're playing through it again, you know? So look at it that way. Is this going in right? Oh, yeah, gotta remove these no marks on this piece too, actually, before I commit to anything. Oh, I could have pronounced it Kanub. You know, as you do. Ooh, nice. The eye sticker's a little fucked. Just a little bit. Whoops, that's the wrong cap. I've done that before. I'm just gonna real quickly try to pull down this piece. I'm gonna have to tear this open and play around with this. Sorry, I'm not showing this on the camera, but sometimes prying open these pieces can be a pain in the ass. Yeah, let's fuck around with this so I can get it looking good. Come on, get out of there. Get out of here. Piece doesn't want to exit this other piece. Sometimes they're not made for the easiest of disassemblies, but what can you do? Actually, maybe I'll just poke at it with the butt of my clippers. There we go. There we go. Thought I put the sticker on a little bit better than I actually did, I think. Yeah, you can see it's a little off center. Probably wouldn't have even been able to notice it if I hadn't have told you, but I noticed it and it's important to me. So, time to fix it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. More so this time. Now let's see when I put this back into the headpiece, how it looks. Much, much better. I fucking hate stickers so much. They're the bane of my existence. Ah, much better looking. Happy with that. Death Note has flooded your Twitter. Yeah, that's fair. It's, whew, you should watch it, honestly. It's so bad. I love it. It's so bad. I think it's legitimately the worst movie I've seen in 2017. Ooh. Got something stuck in my throat there. Sometimes when parts are together are like this, I'll work at sanding them down too a little bit with the knife. It can be easier that way. That's real nasty. Seam where these two parts don't want to connect the best, but it's fine. I fixed it. Okay, B19 was what we just put on there, and then it's A2 and B21. Okay, we need sticker 5 and sticker 6. If I had a red Gundam marker, I could just paint these in, but I sadly don't. I don't need one, though. I wouldn't use it often enough, I don't think, to justify it. Maybe I would. Oh god, that's a real deep crevice for that to go in. That's not going to go in nicely. But it went in, and that's what matters. Just poke at it. A little red piece right at the top here. Dark Tower was bad, but I had fun with it. Like, I kind of went in it with low expectations, and with that in mind, I had fun, but also, like, I could not recommend that movie to any other human being on Earth other than, like, me and Zach. It's real bad. Oh, fuck. Sticker. It is stuck to my finger, oh no. That's what they do, though. They get stuck. Let's just pop that in. Hey, perfect. Okay. Yeah, this is a real nice, easy beginner kit. Real easy to figure out once you have it going. There's like one set of instructions that I had no idea what the fuck they're still trying to really tell me to say, involving the eyes, but I don't know. I can deal with it. When are we doing another podcast? We recorded one last night. We actually talked about Death Note at length. So look forward to that. I'll try to get it up soon. Am I stupid? I'm trying to look for B21. That's right, it's a white piece. I always forget that the V fin for the original Gundam is not yellow. It is white. There's the fin. There are these little, like, flags, they call them, that they have to prevent small children from accidentally stabbing themselves with their Gundam toys, that people really dislike and put a lot of effort into removing. I've never cared that much. I actually kind of think they add a little bit of, like, complexity in a weird way to the kit, so I actually don't think they look as ugly as people say they do. But what do I know? There we go, there's the V-fin on the head. Don't care about the movie, but thanks to podcast, I want to get into the Dark Tower book series. It's a good one. It's a long commitment that has really bad problems in the last 3 out of 7 books, but I still think it's worth reading just because of how, like, batshit out there it gets. And who knows, you may be like me, where I'd think the problems the later books have aren't as bad as people make them out to be, though they are pretty bad. It's still a really fun series, though, and I honestly can say it's nothing like I've ever read. Might want to catch up on your Stephen King reading beforehand, though, just because it's kind of like... It's like the Avengers of Stephen King, which is a dumb way of saying that it just connects a bunch of his shit. It's a really tiny piece that I want to... Crap, I'm trying to position this in my hands in a way that I can cut it with a knife without also stabbing myself. I'm not even going to show this on camera because I need to be really careful so I don't accidentally, like, cut open my finger right now. This is a very tiny piece that I'm having trouble holding on to while I cut away the excess plastic. I haven't, like, seriously injured myself with my hobby knife yet, though, so that's good. It'll happen one day, I'm sure. Like, I've poked myself accidentally a few times, but nothing major. Nothing that left a mark, at least. I'll probably die from it one day. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the first book's really good for Dark Tower. It's, like, weird because it's really good, but also, like, non-representative of the rest of the series in a fucked up way. Okay. You guys can't even probably see the piece I'm fucking around with on camera when I set that down. Oh yeah, you can. It's this little red one. Very tiny thing. Sorry I keep going off camera for some of this stuff, but, like, I need to really get in there for some of these to make sure I'm putting stuff on correctly. And some of these pieces are tiny as fuck. Like this one. Hey, that looks real good. I'm happy with that. Got the Gundam head. Alright. Moment of truth. Yeah! Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. We got a Gundam. I'm gonna move his head. Woo. What games am I currently playing? Honestly, I've been kind of just, like, listening to podcasts and going on walks and working, and watching anime more than I have been playing games. I played and beat Sonic Mania, which is pretty fun, but other than that, nothing much. Like, for the past 3 years of my life, when I'm bored, sometimes I'll pop open an emulator on my phone and play Kirby's Pinball Land, so that's always there. But other than that, not much. Okay, let's see. Now we're doing the right arm, it looks like. Arms are fun, in general. God, this is such a simple kit. This is honestly really... I highly recommend this if you're a beginner. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to remove the head for now just so I can do panel lining later. Fuck it, I can keep it on. I can just do panel lining after the stream. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, I should probably change this back to autofocus. Thanks, Mel. I'm rushing a lot of this, to be fair, but it's fine. B13 and B14. I'm probably going to try doing both of the arms and then maybe taking a little bit of a break and just kill the stream for a second or two. Just so I can do some other stuff real quick that needs to be done. Unrelated from this stream, of course. Been going for about a solid hour now, which is good. That's rad. We're doing it. Really like the color on this kit. It's good. Good stuff. PC3. Sorry if I'm missing people in the chat. Sometimes I'm looking away longer than I probably should be to do stuff. If I don't answer something, probably just say it again and I'll see it this time. Let's see. I just cut out one of the other pieces that it was right next to. What the fuck am I doing? Why is it so hard for me to tell where this piece is? It's just B14, right? A1, 14A. I was looking at it from the wrong perspective. Whoop. Oof. There's a real bad bit of excess plastic right there. I'm actually just going to snip that off because it's fine. Oof. Yeah, that's on the ground. I'll vacuum that up later. It's fine. A lot of excess bits of plastic. Oof. Almost kicked my tripod with my camera. It's been bad. Your dad just texted you, what did you think of Death Note? That's funny. Oh god. Is your dad an anime watcher, or just trying to connect with the youth? Let's see. So this is B13. Then... ah, shit. There we go. There's a lot of excess room in these shoulder pads. More than normal, I think. Parts aren't connecting as well together as I would like sometimes, though. Get these kind of like seams running down where you can tell that it's two separate parts sometimes, and that's kind of annoying, but I can live with it. And this part's going to be going into the arm anyways, so... or the shoulder anyways. C3, C2, and C6. Back to the C plate we go. You've kind of gotten your father into anime. Nice. Shit. That fell. Remember that thing I said way at the start of the stream about if you're an expert, you can catch the pieces before they fall? Yeah. I'm not an expert. To be fair, this is, let's see. I think this is kit number 6 for me. Let me count on my shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is my, actually this is my 7th kit. Probably 6th that I'll complete though, because there's one that is also on my shelf that is not yet done, that I had to shelf so I could prepare and do this live stream for you guys. It's a kind of a more complex kit though, so that's probably why I didn't get it done as fast as I usually do. A lot of runners on that kit. It's a full armor Gundam, so be prepared to see that at some point in the future. Probably about a month from now, because I do record a lot of the build and chills far in advance, and they'll go up, you know, weekly. So it takes some time to get caught up to present, but that's kind of on purpose, so I have a buffer, and I don't need to build one of these things every goddamn week, which would be cool, but also is not good for the wallet. Let's see. C6, C2, C3. What is this trying to tell me? Let's see. That goes in here. Should go in. Yep, there we go. This is like the inner part of the arm that I'm building right now. Woo! It bends. Yay. And then C7. And B18, B15. Okay, let's just do, well actually, once they're different runners, it's pretty hard to be able to do that all at once. So let's just take our time. Trying to hit the jackpot on P2 right now. Good luck with that. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see how this goes. Okay, that's cute. That fits in just like so.
The B18, B15, and B12.
18, 15, 12. Two 12s, actually. Oh, there's 15, and there's 18 not too far from it. The good part about, like, these white pieces and kits that are mostly white is that they actually look pretty good, all things considered, because if plastic warps or there's weird, like, artifacts from the plastic, generally those tend to just naturally be white, or at least a very light shade, so they don't really appear as bad on something like this kit than they do, say, like a Zaku that's like really dark green, and it makes it a little bit more obvious.
Let's see. 18 goes in here.
I have this upside down, so that's probably part of my problem.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
Hold on. Oh, yeah, that fits real good, actually. Sometimes the manual makes it look a lot less intuitive than it actually is when you get to snapping it all together.
B15 goes right there.
Now B12, which there are multiples of. And then you remembered legs don't work like that. Yeah. I've heard there's some model kits that are like so loose and have like such good articulation that you can do like really crazy shit sometimes. I think that's not as much on like Gunpla though. Maybe it is with some of the like more ridiculous out there mobile suit designs, but you often hear the complaint more of, oh, this kit actually just has really bad articulation. So then these just go on the side like that. Oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, I was wondering if there's gonna be something involving those grooves. Okay. It's these little bolt-looking pieces go over this gray part. Anyone have anything fun planned for this weekend other than watching me build a plastic toy? I'd hope so. B10 and B11. Almost done with this arm. Yeah, that I'm gonna want to sand off. Always cut away. Don't follow that as well as I should, but always cut away. Not toward. Just scrape along that. Oh, that's nice and flat. Nice and flat. There we go. Plan for the weekend is finishing your DDS2 playthrough and getting back to finishing SMT 1 and 2. That's a good plan. Going to a Yankee game tomorrow. Have fun. What made me start building kits? I don't know. I don't know, like, honestly, like, I had seen some YouTube reviews from people and stuff before, and I'm like, that seems neat, but, like, not for me. And, like, also, too, like, I was always kind of annoyed by the whole, like, merchandise-driven thing of mecha shows. Then one day I saw a really cool Jehu tee from Zone of the Enders kit on Amazon, and I was like, oh, I'll add that to my cart, but maybe I probably won't get it unless it's on sale or something. And then just over like the course of like many years of like poking at, looking at it, and kind of getting a feel for it, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll try one out. So I picked up a Barbados on Amazon because I saw it was super cheap. So honestly, just kind of random and wanting to try out something new. It's 9 p.m. over here and plan nothing really. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. It's still about 152 over here. B11. I think this is B10 I just put in. Yeah, this is B10 for sure. For sure. A little bit of a mark still here that's pissing me off. B11. Not the best at making these kits look the greatest in the world, but I mean, part of this too that I think is really cool is like, in contrast to buying a figure where it's like, okay, how does this look? You're spending like, you know, time actually putting it together yourself, which I feel like, even if you don't paint and like do all the extra shit you can do with it to make it look super cool and custom, like there's like a personal investment to each of these kits that even if like there are blemishes, they're often yours too in a way, because like if you make a personal mistake that kind of makes the kit look weird or bad at certain points, you know that you were the one who made that mistake, and I think that's cute. So using weekend to relax, first semester of college is exciting on its own though. Yeah, you'll do fine. Just go to class and don't fuck around too hard and you'll be fine. College goes by really fast. Let's see. I can't tell which direction it's told me to position this. I think it's this way. Yeah, that makes sense. That looks correct. Yep, that's it. Okay, we got an arm. Mostly. Now we got... Now we really got an arm. Just need the hand. Yeah, the shoulder doesn't move as much as I thought it would. It's a little shoulder pad, but it's fine. Just need the hand now. C4 and C5, C5 and C10 is what I think I'll go with, because I want it holding a beam saber. Got a lot of different hand options for these things. Most of the time, I should say. C5. I don't really bother too much with nubs unless they're really bad on the hands, just because, like, oh yeah, that's a bad one. So I guess I'll bother with it. There we go. That's good. That's good. Get that down a little bit just because it's poking through. Yeah, there we go. then C10. There we go. I've been making that noise a lot recently. I don't know why. It's kind of a habit I'd like to stop doing. Ah, fuck. There we go. Another piece fell. I found it. Just put the hand on for now. It's at the back of the hand. There we go. Ooh, that's a real bad nub that I don't know how I fucking missed. Those are real bad. Like snapped off. Yeah, there we go. I like couldn't even put the hand in, they were so bad. Oh, probably. I didn't really try, but they look like they would have gotten real bad in the way. There we go, we got an arm. Woohoo. Once again, let's do the old manual look at this arm. Oh, I switched it to auto when I should have put it on manual. Oh, geez. It's probably looking real funny for you guys for a little bit there, I'm sorry. There we go. It's an arm. You can rotate it around the hand and stuff and bend it. You know, this is where it connects to this little ball joint is where it connects to the actual body. Moment of truth. This is where we're currently at with it. Got some panel lining to do yet. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break for now, though, just so I can go out and do some stuff, and I'll start the stream back up in a little bit, so, you know, go grab a snack, grab food, do what you need, and I will be back in a bit. So thanks for watching for now. Keep on my Twitter. I'll probably announce when I'll be going back live. We're about halfway done. Probably a little more. Limbs aren't too hard to do. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, we should be back now. People in the chat, let me know how it's going. Don't think anyone's here just yet. I just very recently said we were back up and streaming on Twitter. So hopefully people start to trickle in here. Yeah, I don't think anyone's here quite yet. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Let's see. I got the chat pulled up. And yeah, it should be fair game. Should be good to go. All right. So I probably have to explain this a bit because more and more people are going to trickle in here. But I went ahead and just before I started up again, thought I would do the left arm, which it's the same process as the right arm, just reverse. Just because I figured you guys wouldn't want to watch that twice if you could help it. So yeah, another arm done. Still got the beam saber here. Should probably move this out of the way for now. Not going to need that for a little bit. But yeah, now we're going to get started on the leg. So we need A plate and B plate and PC7. Let's do PC7 right away. Bits of plastic off of my body. There we go, P7. B29. And let's get A. Let's just get A out of the way.
A4, big ol' shoe. That's what this is.
Okay. Came off pretty good. Doesn't seem like anyone's quite here yet. That's fine. That's fine. Sorry I had to take a break with the stream. Still had some errands and stuff I needed to run. But that's okay. It was an excuse to get some shit done. Productive weekend. Okay. Let's clean that up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Clean that just a little bit too. That's good. Hello, Hippoleon. Welcome back. Oh, I thought I had a white piece in there. It was just the shine coming in from the light outside. Let's see here. B30, B29, B30, and B31. Okay, those should all be in a row then, huh? Yeah, they are. Let's get B29 done. B29, B30. Actually, these are the same type of feet that are on the Full Armor Gundam, which I guess makes sense because they're like the Full Armor Gundam is supposed to be a successor of this one, so that's fair. That is fair. Okay. Okay, so where did I put that PC part? There it is. Okay.
Then this goes in, I think, this way.
Yep. Ah, shit. Didn't go in exactly like I wanted it to. Okay. It's a little finicky, this piece. Not sure why. There we go. Yeah, I just need to really give it some strength. Oh yeah, everyone's back. Just finished watching Death Note. I didn't like the original story. Never finished it, but as far as the American version, it sucks. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It was pretty funny, though. I got a good laugh out of it. Here we go. Looks like a Sonic foot, you know? Oh, hey, I should turn my lights back on. Almost forgot to do that. Look at this. This is a Sonic shoe. Sonic-ass Sonic shoe. White and got the red bottom. Let me turn my room light on. Fortunately, it's a little cloudier out today than I would have wanted it to be. So, the light trickling in probably ain't too great. I think it actually rained a little bit earlier, but I might have been inside when that was happening, so I don't think I saw it. Gotta build the kit fast, for sure. Let's see, B30, B31. Okay. So I think 31 goes right here. This is the one that wraps around. Just like so, yep. And then this piece is a little tricky to build. Because it doesn't want to always go in just like that. Good rule of thumb for these kits is to never force anything that feels like it shouldn't be. Like if something doesn't feel like it's going in properly, don't force it. That's a good way to break pieces. But there are some times where I think that advice runs a little thin, because there are some pieces that you just kind of need to shove in there a little powerfully. Get a little muscle behind it when you push it in, but nothing too bad. I feel like you generally can tell after a few kits if you're fucking up or doing something wrong. and you need to go back to the instructions or whatever.
So I built that C22, 23, 14, 15, and 17.
A lot of C parts, so let's actually have these duck out for a little bit here. Put those on the floor so I don't get distracted by them.
Let's see. 22, 23. Okay.
Actually, yeah, make sure I'm not cutting off something important. Make sure my camera's on autofocus. Yep. You love diet key? Same. Here, hold on. Let's be cheeky. Let's just switch that to Co. Let's see. I'm gonna put my phone down and out of the way.
Okay. So this ball joint piece should be as so. And this piece needs to be as so. Then they pop in. I'm not entirely sure, admittedly, what this piece is going to be used for. Oh, I think this is the ankle. We'll see. C14, 15, and 17 now is what we need. Where did I put those snippers? There they are. $14, 15, 17, I said, right? Yep.
Actually, it looks like building the legs is only slightly more complicated than the arms. A lot of similar, like a very similar structure to how we're going about doing that. But I guess kind of in a way from the reverse, because we're starting with the actual foot and then going to the limb instead of going from like the joint to the hand like we did before. There we go.
And then 17, and
So we might as well do 16 right away as well. That was 16, right? Yeah, it was. Whew. Just making sure. Ooh, and got some bad excess on here that I'm actually just going to take to the snippers, I think, right away. Yep, just snip that. Snip that. Get that down with a little bit of the hobby knife, though I'm sure this part's not going to really be seen. Sometimes it just helps the pieces fit in better if you get off some of that excess. Let's see. Let us see. Okay, 14 goes to the other. Supposed to be looking for the other plate. There we go. 14 goes to this top piece. I think these are the. This might be a knee. I'm not entirely sure. Pretty sure this is the knee. Then this piece goes on the bottom. I'm pretty sure. Am I doing this right? Yes, I am. Yeah, that's a knee, if I've ever seen one. Okay, then we put 16 on here.
got kind of a bad plastic piece kind of poking out that's not very nice. Gonna clean that up a little bit. Probably easier if I disassembled this first, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. No one will be able to see it anyways, so who cares? Let's see. B22, B26. Actually, sorry, just B26 altogether. Gotta get that B plate back. Where's that 26? There it is. I found it. Little side bolts again, but these are the ones going on the side of the leg. Ooh, that fell. So I've been hearing real good things about this Rabbids Kingdom battle coming out. I'm pretty excited. I've had it pre-ordered. Pretty sure it's going to be the best RPG of the year. Probably have the most compelling story. I mean, the Rabbids are invading the Mushroom Kingdom. What more could you possibly want out of a game narrative? Chad, what is your thoughts about the Rabbid Switch game? Also known as Mario XCOM, but apparently people are saying it's a little less like XCOM the more it goes on, in like a good way. Like it kind of has its own identity too, which is nice to know, all things considered. Oh geez, I don't think anyone in the chat is excited about Mario XCOM. It's a shame. Don't know what you're missing out on, all I can really say. This is a problem. I think I might have done this backwards. Oopsies. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, that's much better. I had the knee piece on backwards. It's fine though. We solved it. Just had to disassemble a thing and slap it back on. I want a Rabbids Cross Minions game. Yeah, same. The game looks fun, but you hate the Rabbids. And you wish it was Rayman instead. Yeah. I feel like the Rabbids add a weird thing to that game of like, by the very nature that they're considered invaders, I think that they're pseudo-acknowledging that they're obnoxious as fuck, which is hilarious in its own right. Though I guess to be fair, in the old games that like they were originally from, they were kind of invaders too. Okay, now I need B28, B27. Whew. Let's see. Ooh, part of this runner is broken a little bit at a seam here. Nothing too bad though. I don't think the actual parts are affected, in which that's what really matters in the long run. So who cares? Ooh, just got squeezed my finger a little bit with the snipper. That was just me being dumb. Should watch what I'm doing. Ah, damn it. Yeah, part of the runner came off, but it's fine. Just need to cut it free from the rest of the part, and we'll have our part. Snip. Cut off a little bit of the excess while I'm at it. Yeah, it's better. Much, much better. Okay, and how the fuck does this go? Actually, oh, this doesn't even attach to that. This is its own separate thing that I need to put some of these PC parts in. PC8, okay. Put some poly caps in there. How exactly would one start getting into Gundam or mecha stuffs? I'd say go look up Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS team. Good starting place. It's only about 13 episodes. Has some problems, but overall very enjoyable. It's one of my favorite shows ever. You could check out the original Gundam trilogy if you love wacky 7D animation that's like really terrible, but has its own charm to it. There's like a movie trilogy that takes the original Mobile Suit Gundam show and just compiles it into 3 movies. It's pretty solid. You can watch it instead of watching the original show, even if you'd like. And let's see. Yeah, Gundam is weird because it's gone on for so long, and there's so many different types of Gundam shows that like also that kind of makes a difference too. Yeah, I think the thing with Gundam as like when you're watching the movies is that like I think the storytelling and actual story of Gundam is really interesting and good. Um, and I think people aren't expecting that when they watch it because the actual stories that are being told is really solid. Let's see. Also the problem with Gundam is that there's a lot of it that's just kind of mediocre and or bad. So, like, there's a lot of shows that aren't talked about much anymore other than people expressing how much they hate them, so... But also, too, part of that is just the Gundam fan base getting weird and kind of cultish about which ones they like and which ones they like to hate on. Let's see. Shit. There we go. That's the... Yeah, that's like the calf piece here. You can kind of see it. Kind of has like a knee guard here. Where do I go from here? Now we go to B22. Then we put this in here, like so. Wait, which way does this bend? Like that. Okay. Oh, geez. This does not want to connect very well. I'll say that. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, that works good. And... oh, whoops. Let's see. This part, this polycap, actually, I should do a little bit of trimming on this nub because this will definitely be visible after I put it in the foot. And there we go. Oh, it's bending. Too flexible.
Doesn't want to go in. Hey, there we go. That is one Gundam leg. Mostly. Got a little bit at the top we gotta do yet. But that's a leg. It's just like the lamp from A Christmas Story. You probably shouldn't look at any fanbase when getting into something. Yeah, honestly. Like, I know part of, like, my big thing is making a guide to tell people how to properly get into, like, SMT stuff. Honestly, nowadays, I just kind of tell people if they're interested in a thing, and, like, specifically one part of it, just fucking hop in. Most of the time it's fine. And if it's not fine, then you'll quickly realize it, and then just gotta ask about which things should be looked at first. But, like, man, if someone's like, hey, Digital Devil Saga looks cool, I don't know anything about these games, I'd be like, yeah, man, try them out, you know? I think people get caught up in viewing order and stuff sometimes a little too much, and it's, like, extremely off-putting. Same with, like, I don't give that much of a shit about Fire Emblem, but, like, man, some people just want to play Awakening, and that's totally fine, you know? Like, people can enjoy or be interested in things for different reasons, and I think the internet gets stupid about things too fast, too often. Let's see. Just cutting some of these armor pieces down a little bit. Like, if someone was like, yo, dog, this Mario Rabbids game is going to be a game changer, do I have to play the other Rayman Raving Rabbids and Mario games to enjoy Mario Rabbids? I never remember the fucking full name of that stupid game. I'd be like, no, dog, you don't need it. It's perfect without it, you know? This is a nice-ass leg. I gotta say, I am really digging this leg in terms of the kits I've built. This is honestly just a really fantastic build so far. I mean, part of it's fun just because I'm talking with you guys too, I'm sure, but, like, it's really, like, this is my go-to, like, recommendation for, like, beginners making shit, I gotta say. It's, this is real simple, other than, like, one really kind of weird, confusing direction that I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to convey near the beginning with the head. This is real cool. Like, I dig this a lot, and it's looking real beautiful right now. Mario has the deepest lore, yeah, for sure. Gotta play all the parties, all the carts. Gotta play them all. Man, I would kill for, like, a Mario Party on Switch that, like, goes back to the old style. Where, like, you have an actual board and people are moving around on separate places instead of, like, the weird thing now where everyone moves together. I hate that shit. It's so weird. I've only ever played it, like, once or twice. But, like, we stopped. I don't think I've ever completed a game of, like, newer Mario Party just because they're so not fun. PC6, C19, B23. Let's get that PC part out of the way. You barely know any mecha, so I pretty much only want that one they released for Xenoblade X. No idea if 200 parts are a lot. I'd say that's quite a bit. The thing about model kits is that generally difficulty's kind of weird because once you get, like, the core set of skills you need to assemble this down, like, you're probably watching me build all this shit. This is, I don't know how many pieces this is, I want to say maybe, like, 60 or something like that. And, it's taking me a while. But, once you get the skills down you generally need to start putting these together. Like, honestly, if you want to buy, like, a cheap one for, like, $10 or something, go ahead and do that. And after you build that one, you should be fine for tackling bigger stuff. Because all it really means when something's more difficult is that it's actually just going to take more time to actually put together, which can be, you know, kind of a pain. But, it shouldn't be too difficult. Also, keep in mind, too, like, a lot of these are designed kind of with kids in mind, too, to be accessible, so you also, at least for Gundam kits, and I'm sure it's the same for other kits too, they're all, like, all the instructions are just in picture form. So you probably don't need to worry about language barrier too much. I mean, sometimes it pops up, but you can generally get a feel for what they're trying to say. But yeah, if it's kind of a more expensive kit, I'd recommend maybe taking a poke at some other model kit stuff online and just seeing if you could find something for cheap that looks kind of interesting to you, and maybe trying with that. Just, you know, wouldn't want to buy something expensive and then kind of mess it up as your beginner type kit. I want to play Xenogears actually at some point before the year ends, but I don't know if I'll have the time for it because I'm gonna start getting busy again real soon. But I'd like to. I played it a little bit when I was younger, and like kind of on and off now that it's out on PSN Classic, but I'd like to restart a game of that and then actually finish it through this time. Yeah, you don't need any glue at all for these. I think I've read before that there are some older kits that you do need glue for, but I've never encountered any of them, and I've tackled some older kits at this point too, so no idea. Glue is helpful for if you break shit though, but generally if you don't force something or don't break it, you won't need glue at all. And generally, honestly, people just recommend you go buy a thing of super glue and you just use that. It's nothing fancy. But yeah, they just snap together all good. There's pegs for everything. Which can sometimes mean that they're like a little unstable, and if you fuck with them too much, they'll fall apart and out of the pegs and stuff. Which the community affectionately calls hand grenades, but let's see. Ah, shit. There we go. Apparently it's still a masterpiece. Looking for that as well recently, but its second disc is a real shame. Yeah, I have heard a lot about that second disc, and boy, does that sound it's not, honestly it's kind of funny because I feel like that's like a weird sort of like a weird foreshadowing of where video games were gonna go, where just nothing ever gets fucking completed anymore. What am I supposed to do with this piece? I have no clue, actually. Oh, whoops, I have this oriented way wrong. Okay. Yeah, that works good. Okay, that fits through real nice. I'm gonna snip off a little bit of this edge here. I don't want to get it in the way when I insert it. Which way is this supposed to go into? Is this the right leg? Yes, it is. Okay. We got our right leg done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Or not. Complications. There we go. That's fine. That's good. It's a good leg. Oh, we don't have a waist to attach it to yet. I also, yeah. I totally said, like, oh yeah, we're done with the body before, but no, there is a waist, you just do it last, which I feel is weird, because I feel like in the other kits I've built, the waist has been, like, second, but I don't know. Alright, left leg time. Gonna be the same thing. P29, P74, okay. Yeah, we need that. Second to final red piece. Oh, there's one for the waist, actually, that we haven't cut out yet. Nice. Okay. There's that. PC7 and B29. I can already see where this is going. So that's the kind of nice thing about the arms and legs, if they're symmetrical, which on most kits they are. You already kind of get a feel for what parts you need to cut out the second time around. Like, real quickly in, 7 minutes, probably less than that, I didn't time it. I just real quickly made the other arm before starting the stream, just because I was like, yeah, I can do that real quick and save y'all some time. So, yeah, you basically just miss cutting things and putting them together. I just built the right leg, which actually I can stand up. I'm gonna put that right there, right next to our friend of the Gundam. Try to get it standing as best I can. There we go. Let's see. PC7. Let's see. Right here. Trying to get this stream done before night falls and gets even darker and the video quality suffers even more because of the poor lighting situation. But that's gonna be easy as hell. There's not gonna be a problem with that, I'm sure. Gotta force this part in. I remember that. Yeah, damn it. Don't force it like that, though. Yeah, it's really, like, rewarding feeling when everything, like, you start to see progress being made, and it goes from, like, little individual bit-by-bit pieces, and it, all starts to make something that is recognizable, all things considered. Once again, starting to cut towards my fingers. I don't do that usually when I'm cutting alone. It's just I'm trying to like tilt it for the camera, and that's a problem. So I'm being a bad boy, I know. Don't do that, kids. It's dangerous. Don't accidentally cut yourself because you take after my habits of not knowing how to cut things properly. The difference is at least I acknowledge I'm doing it wrong and then correct myself when I realize what I'm doing. There are some Gunpla YouTubers I watch that, like, cut towards themselves and then, like, give me a panic attack every time I watch their videos because I'm like, oh geez, it's so dangerous, why would you do that? But, you know, guess I'm not holier than thou. It's almost midnight by you. Oh. Let's see, and then got a lot of cleaning on this mat to do afterwards. Got a rainbow of different colored plastics coming in here. Shit, that doesn't. There we go. Gotta force that in a little bit better. Ooh, this actually is not gonna. Ah, damn it. Shit. This one piece doesn't want to come together real nice. That's a problem. There we go. I think I might have stressed that piece a little more than I should have, but it doesn't look terrible. Whew. Is this on upside down? Please tell me it's not. I don't think there really is an upside down for this, though. No, it's fine. It is fine. That's good. Put that leg back. Grandfather cut off an index finger with a table saw. That's not good. Oh yeah, Mel, go eat. Yeah, Lewis, I put my eye sticker for this on wrong too. If you watch it, there's actually part of the stream where after I put the head together, I'm like, wait, no, that's not right. And I took all this white part off and I fixed the eye sticker. Sticker placement is still the bane of my existence a little bit. I bought some of the SDEX standard kits, which are infamous for stickers, just so I could practice a little bit better with applying them. And I think that actually did help, but there's still improvement to be had. But that's with anything in life. That's my garage door. My room is right above the garage, so that happens. Probably happened a second time. Or not. Not sure where people are going or coming from. Going to or coming from, rather. Ankle part again. Ooh, a lot of plastic just flaked off when I did that cut. I'm not gonna pinch my finger this time. There we go. Ooh, got some red stuff coming in from. Gotta wipe this off a little bit. At least off to the side for now. Can do some cleanup after the stream. Get all this shit off of there. Get like a dustpan or something. It's a shame you can't put the gun on for this kit like the rocket launcher and the beam swords. Oh, you can't? That sucks. I don't know if I'm going to have this one all kitted out. I kind of like the idea of just having a sword and shield on this one, and maybe I'll just leave the accessories for another day. If I feel like playing around with it or something and doing different poses. Not like actually playing around. I don't play with toys. No disrespect to people that do. I just not about that life since I was like 12. Let's see, 14, 15. I'm still trying to read chat. Cut yourself in 5th grade with a cutting block knife. That's not good. I avoided injuries in shop classes as a child. But to be fair, I only ever took like 2 wood shop classes. I think I had a few close... No, I didn't have any close calls, but I watched some kid do something really stupid. My art teacher in middle school was like really cool, actually. I liked him a lot. Probably one of my favorite teachers that I ever had. I took art all 3 years, even though I was no good at it. Actually... I know, probably too. I made a jar that I still use as a coin jar to this day in like 8th grade. And I just kind of keep it because it reminds me of those days in art class, which were fun as fuck. It also helped that I like a lot of my friends were in there. I distinctly remember one day that all of us were using Sharpies, and I'm pretty sure we all got high off of the fumes. It was really bad. But that's a story for another time. But I distinctly remember, I think it was like we were buffering things or whatever. I can't remember. We were doing some sort of like weird metal work type shit. And this one kid just started doing something really fucking dumb that I can't quite remember at the time, but I just remember like it was obviously super unsafe. And the teacher just like, and also like to clarify, the kid was also like a massive shit. Like he was just a troublemaker, and he was very clearly doing it on purpose to be a dick. And like my teacher got so fucking furious that he like basically like grabbed him and like got him away from the machine and just shoved him out the fucking door. It was pretty incredible to watch. I'm kind of surprised it didn't become a controversy because he like literally shoved him out of the fucking door and told him to go to the office. But Kid kind of deserved it, though. That kid was an asshole. He was very clearly being dangerous to be edgy, so... I don't think he ever showed up to that class again. I think he actually just got kicked out. You can pose it drawing the sword. Oh, that's neat. I won't do that myself, but that is cool. More options is always cool with this sort of thing, you know? There we go. This time I put the knee together correctly. I had it on backwards in the first one, and then I fixed it before I did anything stupid. That's the other thing that's kind of nice about this. If you think something feels off or wrong about something you're doing with the model kit, it probably is. You'll learn that pretty quick. Gotta get some of these plastic bits out of the way, like I said. Yeah, this is a great kit, though. I really am enjoying my time with this thing. It's really nice. Let's see. B-26. Yeah, little side pieces again. Some of these pieces I might remove later and then like do a little bit more nub removal or just other stuff too, just to clean up a little bit, but also too I want to get this put together for you guys, so I'm once again kind of rushing more than I would. I would also probably, after I built both of the arms, I probably would have left them off and just did some panel lining. But I think I'll tear, like I said, tear it apart and then do a little bit more cleanup work, and then I'll do panel lining afterward. I panel lined the face just because, like, just felt like it, and also it's literally just 2 lines, so... God, yeah. Trying to do nub removal on these tiny pieces is a pain. There's that second garage door. Oh, shit. Yep, there we go. I stabbed myself. Whoops. I'm going to get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Mizu, you got my birth year right. I'm impressed. I guess it's not necessarily uncommon knowledge. Let's see. Alright, now let's not do that again. It's because, see, holding these tiny pieces, it's very easy to accidentally slip up. Oh. It should technically be rosin 23, but you're on breaking it. We're gonna pull this up. See, Zach, I cut myself. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. It's got a little band-aid on now. Let's see. I'm still down for Dissidia later today, by the way. Whenever you get back from, you know, being an adult and working. Let's see, where'd I put that manual? I kind of tossed it across the room after the realization that there was blood on my hand. 22. Wait, no. I'm jumping the gun. 28, 27, PC8. Twice. Okay. I think someone were talking before about how sometimes there's leftover polycaps. I actually think we might be using all the polycaps on this thing. Which is something. It does mean lawn in German. I've had a lot of fun with that. There's also an English community called Market Rosin, and they have a Twitter account for their local radio station called Rosin Radio, and I retweet it a lot because I think that's funny as fuck. Let's see. You don't think there are any extras? Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Not for this one, at least. I know definitely for other kits there are. 28, 27. Sometimes you get extra parts, too. They just give you spares. Because they, you know, need to keep the rectangular sheet, and they might as well use up all the space, I guess. Not entirely sure the logistics of why they decide to do that. I wish I had an extra piece for that one fucking Zaku 2 kit, where that one armor piece just came broken. That sucked. But, I mean, it didn't look too bad. Honestly, like, when you look at it, like, unless I point it out, I feel like most people probably wouldn't even really be able to notice the crack ain't too bad. All things considered. There we go. Getting little plastic bits on my hand again. It's making me uncomfortable. I don't like that. Keep those plastics off my hands. There we go. Nice and smooth. And it's gonna go into the piece so it doesn't fucking matter. This, though, I should probably smooth out just a bit. Bring this close just because this is a very precise cut, I think. There we go. Oh yeah, okay. So then this PC part, I actually broke one of the runners opening the bag, but thankfully none of the pieces are damaged. Oof. I'll try not to kill myself building Gunpla. Let's see. No. It's supposed to be... Wait, no. God, this picture is not super representative of what I'm exactly looking at here. It's kind of bothering me. Okay, so this big one you put there. I already did this once, so I'm not sure why I'm so fucking bamboozled by doing it again, but apparently I am. Yeah, I know, that's good. That's good, we're doing good. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. If I do say so myself. My eating habits are very bizarre. I've made a concerted effort to kind of stop doing fast food because it's making me very sleepy and also making me very, I don't know, just like not have fun bathroom visits, I guess. So, but yeah, I've kind of stopped on the junk a little bit. Just it's been so easy since, like, you know, when you're fucking done with a class or work or something, you're fucking haven't eaten all day. It's like, oh, just gonna run for something, you know. So kind of sucks, but let's see. Yeah, I've gotten better with it. Eating less shit. B24, that's right. Okay. Other knee piece. Whoop. Little T piece right there. Ooh, shit. Twisted that around and... Oh, okay, no. I was worried I might have distorted this piece a little bit, but... It's fine. It is fine. Fuck, how does this go on again? Am I doing this upside down? I think I am. There we go. That's much better. Much better. Shit. Until I drop it, because I have butterfingers. Yo, I could totally go for a cream soda right now, actually. God bless A&W. There I go with bad cutting habits again. There we go. That's fine. It's good enough. This is good enough. Do you have tips for senior year? Are we talking high school or college? Because there's a difference. Tips for a college freshman. Go to class. Don't fuck around too much. Make new friends. Get an on-campus job if you can, because they're super fucking convenient. Even better yet, get multiple. Just because it's really good on a resume. Just do shit, honestly. Like, go out and do shit that looks good on a resume. The more shit you do and the more that you can convince people that you weren't just sitting on your ass all of college, the better off you're gonna be when you have to apply for things, and the more impressive you look. Because honestly, a fair amount of people just kind of slack off. So the deep dark secret about college is sometimes you are just gonna not show up to class, and that's fair. A lot of times I skipped class, but you need to know when to get away with it. So just kind of keep an eye out and make sure you can kind of piece together when it's okay to not make it to class. But don't do it too often or too frequently, because your professors will notice, especially if it's not a pit class, and it'll piss them off, and you'll probably get worse grades. And also, you're obviously going to miss out on important information that you should know. Also, just don't take your beginning classes seriously for your major. Because you're actually super going to need to know the foundational skills of whatever you are majoring in. So take those seriously. Go get help if you need to. Use your fucking professor's office hours. Your professors are probably pretty chill. I think college professors are just actually really fun people a lot of the time when they're not super awkward. Because also the dark secret is a lot of college professors are really fucking awkward and mega introverts, but yeah, just have fun with it. It'll go by faster than you think it will. But also take it seriously. Senior year of high school is super, yeah, like honestly, senior year of high school was super laid back and fun for me. I kind of wish I took it a little bit more seriously just because when the time actually came to do college shit then, I think I was taken aback by the fact that I needed to fucking try again. But that's just a personal thing. Honestly, yeah, just like, have fun. It's your last year. I think senior year is especially when, like, all of the weird social cliques kind of collapse. And everyone's just kind of, like, chill with one another. And also, you're probably never going to see a lot of those people ever again in your life. So don't worry too much about anything. Like, I barely talk with anyone that I spoke with in high school, other than, like, maybe sometimes saying a thing on Facebook. Like, when you go to college, you will fucking make so many, like, a completely new group of people to hang out with and spend time with, and a lot of the people that you hung out with in high school probably aren't going to be around anymore. And that's fine. That's just life. And obviously, as with any sort of friendship or relationship, it's a case of how interested people are. Like, there's some people from high school I'd be totally down to hang out with again, but they never make the effort, so, like, why should I, you know? But yeah. Let's see. What else do I need to do? Okay, yeah. This is where I put shit. Oops. Instruction manual almost fell. And don't drop out. That's my other suggestion. Unless, like, you need to, like, take time off to, like, work to get more money to be able to go to school. Don't drop out. It's not good. Knew a dude who had, like, a semester left, and he fucking quit. I worked with him. And he dropped out to go run a bakery. And, like, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and it's so obvious he regrets it super hard. And I was like... I mean, I wouldn't say anything ever because that's just rude, but it's like, dude, what the fuck were you thinking dropping out when you had one semester left? I don't get it. People are weird. Some professors even make YouTube. Yeah, my brother-in-law is actually, that's what he does. He's a professor. He does teaching stuff, and he's a cool dude. He's actually an interesting guy. He did some presentation about, like, religious cults or some shit that, like, or not like religious cults, but like doomsday religious people that, like, the CIA apparently actually, like, contacted him about and, like, wanted some of his, like, research from on that, which is super interesting because they're like, hey, this might be useful. That was a few years back, so I don't know what came of that, but funny story. I like to tell people that one. He's a cool dude, though. The first time that you've had more than one teacher that isn't white, and there are more teachers who aren't native English speakers than those that are. Yeah, honestly, that's another thing with college, too. Like, man, I was a sheltered white kid, and I met so many fucking... Like, most of my non-white friends I met through college, or also the internet, but... Yeah. Also, too, you're gonna get a lot of white kids that are like, oh god, this professor has an accent, it's terrible, and, like, tell those people to fuck off, because that's super douchey. And, like, also, too, that's actually one thing... Like, especially freshman year, you're going to see a lot of people that, like, very clearly are sheltered, get a lot of cultural barriers broken down, and them reacting in not the greatest of ways. A lot of freshman racism that eventually, hopefully, boils over and people get better. God knows I had some stupid ideas about how the world worked when I was a freshman in college. Then again, that also doesn't help. I came from a very rural white area in general, so... We had like 3 black kids that went to my elementary school, and like those were the only non-white kids, pretty much. It was very not diverse where I grew up, so. But yeah, it's a fun time. And also too, like, it's nice being able to like actually talk with people. Like you'll get professors that like actually give quite a bit of a shit about like the happenings of the world, and like giving insight on how like the future generation, aka you, can like make things better, which I actually took to heart, especially since I did more of a social media thing, kind of talking about like information moderation and cultivation, and you know, how we can improve in terms of networking, and how, you know, we can help maintain some sort of semblance of like scrutiny when we spread information around, and not spreading things willy-nilly, kind of like how they are now. My high school's like 97% white. Honestly, I'm pretty sure mine was too. Somewhere around there. When we got to high school, there was a lot more diversity, but still super white. Let's see. Honestly, that's the other thing too. Like, when you get to college, you're probably going to like. I had a thing where like immediately, like one semester after I was in college, I was like, oh god. Like, I was kind of an idiot in high school, and having a fresh start is kind of nice. I know a lot of people that end up feeling that way when they went through a little bit of college, and they're just like, oh, I'm an actual adult now and I'm not an idiot anymore, which is a nice feeling. I mean, it's a bad feeling, but it's also a nice feeling knowing that you're acknowledged that you're better now, sort of thing. Let's see. 23. Yeah, on average, though, I had a lot less issues with college professors than I ever did high school teachers. Though, like, also, too, I had, like, the chemistry teacher from hell who, like, was actively a dick. And, like, there was one girl in my grade that, like, I went through school all of, like, elementary through, like, high school with. Like, her mom was, like, in the process of dying from cancer when she was taking that class. And it was a hard chemistry class. Like, he really did a lot more in-depth stuff than you normally would in a high school level class for chemistry, from what I gather. So I distinctly remember overhearing a conversation one time where, like, she was like, yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with the work, and she talked about how, like, her mom was straight up dying of cancer, and he was kind of like, yeah, but too bad, so sad. And it's like, oh, ooh, okay then. Guy was kind of an asshole. Still probably the least favorite teacher I've ever had, just because I overheard that conversation. He, like, strangely enough liked me, though. I was one of the few, like, kids he actually liked in that class. There was this girl I was actually a lab partner with in that class. And I still, whenever I see her around, like, to this day, because she's still in the area, and, like, we talk, we always bring up that chemistry class and how we hated it, but we enjoyed being chemistry partners. She was really cool and funny, and we were friends or whatever. I'm pretty sure I can't remember. We saw some movie in theaters together after we were done with the semester, because we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go celebrate. We don't have to see that asshole ever again. But there was one time where her and I just weren't paying attention altogether, and we fucked up a lab experiment, like, super bad, and we both handed in just the worst shit for an assignment, and he gave me 60%, and he gave her, like, a 10%, and we both handed in the same exact shit. Like, he clearly just liked me more than he liked her, so he gave me the better grade. It was so transparent, and to this day, like, I still give her crap about it. Like, what the fuck was that dude doing? Good times. But yeah, we got that done. A13, B6. Ah, shit, let's see. B6, where art thou? There it is. Yeah, I never took a chem class in college because, like, that dude poisoned the well on that area of study, I think, forever in my life. Like, I will never never be interested in chemistry ever again because that teacher was so fucking bad. And got the little front part of the waist, the little skirt there. B2. B2. B2? B2. I found it. Oh, it's a little white piece. I'm not sure what this is supposed to add. Unless there's a sticker that's supposed to go here that I just didn't see. Doesn't seem like it. Huh. Well, that's weird. Oh well. I'm sure I'll see it soon enough. Ah, damn it. It's just not gonna fit in. It will if I tell it to, I think. What the fuck is this thing supposed to... I'm so lost. It's just this little front piece that fits into the front skirt, but I don't know why it's not popping in very nice. What the fuck? Oh, maybe it's because I have a little excess that I need to trim off. Mecha engineering. Don't do that. People who are like mecha engineers in mecha shows always seem to be the ones that like die first. It's usually like the main character's dad, and then they always like fucking get owned. C31, PC4. C-plate. Running low on soda. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, kind of cut a little deep in that, but that's fine. What was the PC part I need? Polycap 4. Okay, that's fair. Whew. Got a little plastic between my feetsies. Toss that out. I think actually they imply in the movie version that Amuro's dad does die. Like, there's a point where he, like, falls down a set of stairs and people actually, like, debate if that means he's dead or not. But most importantly, he's dead to Amuro. Like any good mecha dad. Let's see. C31. C32 is the part that joins these then. Still haven't eaten supper yet. I should probably do that at some point. I'll probably do that as a victory after I get this done and over with. Let's see. How does this go together now? So C32 connects to the back of here. Just like so, I imagine. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't want me to do it that way. It wants me to do this. Or like going... God, this is kind of weird, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Huh. That's interesting. Interesting way of doing it. There we go. So this is the back skirt plate, I think. B5, A11, and A10. Okay. Okay. That's my Donkey Kong impression. Let's see. All right. Let's get B5 in here. I like how these like parts are sounding like Nier Automata characters. I guess it'd be 5B, but... Well, I guess there's A2. I forgot what part A2 was. Let's look and see if I can remember it. Oh, A2 was one of the red pieces. Probably one of the body pieces, I think, maybe. I don't know. Garage again. Sorry, everyone. It's fine. Oh, I needed that A plate, actually. What am I doing? A11 and A10. Just these yellow pieces for the skirt again. Ooh, bad nub there. Real bad nub. I'm gonna have to clean that for sure. No, y'all talking about 999. I still need to play VLR. I didn't, like, feel the need to jump into it right away after beating 999, but I definitely want to get to it at some point. It was fun. Oh, shit. I dropped that. Yeah, I should probably pop this piece out and do a little bit of nub removal for this one. It didn't look as bad as the other one, but it's still obnoxious. I want to get rid of these if I can. And I can. And I will. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera again, but I want to get in real close and make sure I don't accidentally injure myself again. Like an idiot. I think that's the most major injury I've sustained doing a Gunpla thing. And it caught it live on stream. So that's good. There we go. That fits in good. Okay. A7. Now that piece, I know what that is. It's the final red one. Apparently there's a sticker that goes on here, so let's see what the deal is with that. I think it's like a little yellow crust. Let's see. Yep, looks like that's what that is. Let's get these tweezers back in action. Okay. And very carefully put this on and not fuck this up. Okay, I think I did it. Kind of. A little bit. That should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, so now this like goes like this apparently. Then latches onto this piece. Okay, no, they want me to attach this first, which is good. It's what I thought I should do. Okay. Oh, that's not going on all the way, is it? There we go. Perfect. Now we just need the side skirts. And then we back home. Ooh, and these tilt a little bit. That's good. I think they normally do. It's just on the Zaku it was a little less, maybe. Now I need B1. Yeah, we only need about 5 more pieces, guys, then we're home free. Can put this pupper together. We need B1 and 2 B4s. Let's see. Those are the B4s and there's B1. Okay. Haven't looked at chat in a while. Let's see what they're doing. You're expecting the 1/144th models to be bigger than they actually are. Yeah, they're small, but to be honest, since I don't have much space in my room, I don't mind. But yeah. There we go. Slide the. Let's see. Nubs aren't too bad on this, but clean them up just a tiny bit. Ooh, it's real bad at the bottom here, actually. I didn't see that at first. Show this one off. There you go. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. That's perfect. That was a tricky one. But it's good now. That just plugs in like so. It's weird because these front skirts move around quite a bit and these back ones don't like it all, but that's fine. I don't need the back skirts to move. Let's see. B1, that's what I just did, then B4, which are these two that I also cut out already. I have like the memory of Dory from Finding Nemo, apparently. So listening to a podcast that was talking about a book that came out that was literally just some asshole published a book that was just his fan theory about how all Pixar universe movies are connected. Made me really mad because like you could just do that on the internet and it'd be like a cute thing, but like someone like made a published book about this and like made money. And that distresses me greatly because like that's the equivalent of some asshole writing like a book about the Jar Jar as a Sith Lord theory and then making a bunch of money off of it, you know? Like, more power to you, but also like, man, if it was that easy, I'd be all over that shit. This fucking nub. This kit doesn't want to get completed. I'm making a clicking noise when I rub this blade across. Let me try going from the other way. I think I'm hitting some things down. Get the plastic off my finger. There we go. That's good. Beautiful. Let's just clean this one up. This one's worse. Kind of helps to have the desk lamp on because you can really see where the excess plastic is. That's how the light bounces off of it. It's also pissing me off because I can see all of the plastic bits on my hands too. Which is making me angry. So I don't like having that on there. There are books about Minecraft characters farting. Become a manga artist so the manga I post on Twitter can be in Shonen Jump. Yeah. I have to pitch it first. I have a feeling they won't write back. Let's see. Get these PC parts to fit in. Kind of bothers me just a slight bit how there's no yellow on the side skirts too, but what do I know? I'm not an artist or a mecha character designer. I guess vehicle designer. I don't know, mecha's a weird half and half between vehicle and character design, I feel like, because they are humanoid. And they're in their own way kind of characters, I guess. So, there we go. Got the waist done. Alright. Moment of truth, everyone. Let's put this shit together. Wish I had my action base so I could get to doing some of the posing I want to do, but gotta wait for that to come in the mail, which might take a little bit because it's coming from Japan. Lift these skirts up. I'm gonna disassemble this obviously later so I can panel line and whatnot like I said I would. This is not down all the way. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so we got the legs. These are in fact 2 legs. Now we're we're going to put the Gundam together. Woo! We did it, guys. Oh yeah, look at him. Just something a little ferocious. Get those knees bent a little bit. Looking really goofy from my point of view. We did it. Do. That looks better. Alright, now there's one more thing we need to do. I'm gonna zoom out. Gonna get this attached. Oh, whoops. Second part of it. Haha. Does that just... I gotta... Sometimes you can just kind of bullshit it and squeeze it in there, but most of the time you gotta undo the hand. Take the top off the hand. Put it in. It's better this way. You wouldn't want them to just be able to squeeze in, because that means they'd be able to squeeze out easy too. So... Can't quite... Oh, whoops, that's because I'm putting it top of the hand and upside down. Shit. This is harder than it looks, I swear. You love this Optimus Prime. Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, there's a sword now. You know what, while we're here, I do wanna... Let's see. How much can you get away with in terms of... You can do a pretty good pose like that. Get him kneeling all the way. Let's see. Oh geez, yeah, that you can, but it looks goofy as fuck. Not going to be particularly great for that, I don't think. Okay. Let's get that shield on him. Looks kind of weird with just the saber, in my opinion. You forgot to clip the things on the V-fin. Yeah, honestly, I was talking about this earlier. I actually don't mind those at all. Like, I know some people do, but like, I don't really care for them. Like, they can stay there. I don't think they look half bad. Let's see. Alright, so for the shield, it's on the back. The weapons usually, the instructions for the weapons are almost always in color like this, which is nice, because normally the instructions are just kind of in black and white. This is a little bit more involved, but it's fine. Move him off to the side. Yeah, he looks wrong without the shield. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Huh. There you go. Just playing around with posing while I'm Gonna have him off to the side here. Sorry, Gungeon plushie. But your day in the spotlight is over. Gonna move this up a little bit more to get this leg out. There we go. Kind of move this off to the side so it's not in the way as much. There's two guys who talk really loudly about Naruto and Ruby. I am sorry for your loss. You should become friends with them. Start wearing your headband, and I don't know a thing from Ruby that people cosplay, but there's probably one. There's always the thing that people cosplay or use as an accessory. Let's see. We had a person come to school in a cloak before. I straight up, there was a girl in my class who went to a high school class dressed up in a Evangelion plug suit. She got made fun of a lot. And looking back, I feel kind of bad. I didn't make fun of her ever. I never made fun of people, even when they were weird, but yeah, that was the thing. The shield isn't sticking. What the fuck is going on with this? Oh, there's some nubs that are getting in the way, of course. Get those down so they're not protruding so much. Alright, let's try that again. This one piece doesn't want to seem to lay down quite all the way. Because there's a little bit of excess. And that's a problem. I might actually just do a little hobby snip. Cut down that excess as much as I possibly can. Because it's not much, but it's enough to like be popping this little, emblem part of the shield off, and that's a pain in the ass, because I want it to be down perfect flat. I don't want it to be jutting out weird, if I can help it. Alright, let's try that now. It's still going to be a problem. No, whoops, it helps if I put it on the right way. There we go. Yeah, I just had to sand that down a little bit more. And then we put this over. And we have a shield. It's looking good. C21, C20. Okay. Shield's actually a little less complex than I figured it would be. Okay. So let's take that. Let's C20 or C21. There it is. I noticed there's holes in the arm, so I'm assuming you can plug the shield into that for added durability. Little tiny lever part goes in here. There we go. We are in business. And we need to... Whoa. That beam saber fell out. It's okay, I can put it back in. Once again, sorry for the off-camera action. This is just finicky taking these arms apart to put shit in them. I don't want to fuck anything up. Not this late in the game. Alright. So there we got a arm. Attach the shield like so. And then let's get this beam saber back in there. Maybe you can force it. I don't want to fuck around with it and break it again. Put the shield on the ground and its feet on top of it. There we go. Can kind of set that in the front, kind of do a cool dynamic pose like this or something. I think I'm doing it right. Let's look. Ooh, a fire truck coming by. Yeah. There you go. Gotta do something a little more ferocious with the arms. I'm kind of bad at posing these yet, but I'll get better as I play around, I'm sure. Woo. And tilt the tripod down. There he is. Just put the shield down like that. It plugs into the arm too, so you got options. Might also do like a kneeling thing. I wonder how this looks. Coming up to protect them like this. Oof. Yeah, kneeling is kind of hard with this one, I think. Might not be worth the effort. I'm just fucking up somehow, but it's fine. There we go. Well, that's the RX-78-2. With all the with all the shit I went on it. Let's see if I can point that down or away. There we go. Woo! Well, that's that. Wish these feet were a little more flat. Unless I put them on backwards, which I don't think I did. Did I put the feet on backwards? No, they're always supposed to tilt up like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's that. Hope everyone dug it. I had a fun time putting it all together. I think it looks neat. Are you not going to put the rocket launcher on the butt? No, I think I said earlier. I think I'm just going to keep it as is. I like it with just the simple sword and shield type deal. So now I'm just going to clean up, put this box away, toss out these plastic pieces. Or those plastic bags, I meant to say. I think there's another one in there, but that's fine. And I'll toss it. Put the runners back. Let's see. Yeah, let's put the big ones on the bottom. I usually keep the instruction manual on the top because sometimes those are fun to look at. And put this back. Put the PC thing back. I'm gonna make the ones you have fight. That's what I'm gonna try posing this. I want this to pose with my Char kit, the Char Zaku 2. I want them to be fighting. I already have Char in like a shooting pose, so I'll play around with that. I might wait until my action base comes in, so I can have them both doing an aerial pose, which will hopefully look cool. So, but other than that, yeah, he's looking good. This is a real fun build. Honestly, I'm gonna recommend this one to beginners. Whenever they want to make one. Yeah, one of them is handicapped from getting bad shipping to the knee. Hey, knees don't matter in space, man. Knees do not matter in space. Oh, shit. I folded this dumb. I think I did. There we go. Back to normal. Well, that should be that. I hope everyone had fun. I don't know if I'm going to do this that often just because I don't normally have the time to. Because I spent a good amount of time on this. But, yeah, I had fun. It was a good time. All things considered. There's a box. Woo! I'm gonna get him in there too. Yay! Yeah, have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna have fun editing all this together.